Hey there folks, Peter here with BlackRock Business. Welcome back to the channel. I know you're coming back right now because we are on step number 3 of why your QuickBooks Point of Sale client workstation will not connect to the server. And so this is our playlist on steps you can take to troubleshoot issues when you have more than one point of sale machine and the ones that are not the server are having problems connecting to the server. So this is going to be a pretty simple step. I believe this is step number 3 for y'all. And this is going to be just a few network settings that you should check. And you should do this on both the server and the client. Make sure that they are both checked. And before we do that, don't forget to click on the link down below in the description to get over to our QuickBooks Point of Sale Facebook group, where you can ask questions such as questions about these problems or other errors, or workflows or training, or you can request a video for our channel. Don't forget to get over the great community, and I will be answering questions there as well. If you're on YouTube, don't forget to hit subscribe here so you get all the latest, greatest QuickBooks Point of Sale videos coming out on the channel all the time. But let's get into it now. So whether this is on your server or your client, you are going to do the same thing. This is in Windows 10. Unfortunately, I cannot cover every Windows system. Settings will be similar on other Windows systems, but for this, I'm going to go down in the bottom right-hand corner next to my clock, and I'm going to look for this little computer icon. When you hover over it, it usually tells you you are connected to a network and you have internet access. If it is not here, if it's not just hanging out straight up, you're going to want to hit the little up arrow to show the hidden icons and see if you can find it in there. Most of the time it's just hanging out by itself here already though. So finding that, you are going to want to right click on it and you're going to want to open network and internet settings. And there's a few things in here we want to check out. Right away, we want to see your network status here. I'm on Ethernet, of course, and you should be too. According to Intuit guidelines for QuickBooks Point of Sale, you are going to not want to be on Wi-Fi. I know it is possible you can connect a client on Wi-Fi, but it's not always going to be the most reliable. You're probably going to run into problems here or there, depending on where your secondary machine is and what the weather's like and what kind of reception it's getting that day. So of course you're going to want to be on Ethernet, but that was a little beside the point. I kind of forgot that detail. What we really want to focus on here is private network. You want this to say either private or work network. On some of the other Windows machines, it'll say work network. That's good. Or home network is also permissible. What you don't want this to say is public network. If this says public network, then that could be part of your problem. And so if you do see public network here, what you're going to want to do is hit change connection properties in Windows 10 here. And you can see we have an easy selection between public and private. You want to make sure that it's on private. I'm so glad that Microsoft and Windows kind of fixed this up to be very easy to switch now. It used to be a real bother to get it to switch over to private or work or home network, and it was unpleasant to try and make it do it. Sometimes it was difficult to get it to private network. But finally, they just gave us an easy switch here. So make sure it's on private. And then we're going to head back. You can actually close out of this window again right now. And the next step we're going to do is back down on the same little icon down here. I'm going to have you right click. We're going to go back to Open Network and Internet Settings. Now on the same page here, the status page, now we want to click on the Network and Sharing Center. So you click that. It's going to bring up a slightly different screen, which is actually kind of the older network settings screen, which is great. On the left-hand side here, we're going to want to go to Change Advanced Sharing Settings. So in the Advanced Sharing Settings, you can see here that we have our 3 different sections. One is for private, one is for public. We are not going to care about what it says for public down here, but we're going to focus in on the private section because now that you're sure that your computer believes you're on a private network, you want to check the settings and make sure they are right. So I have the correct settings here right now. You want to make sure that your network discovery is on, and automatic setup of network connected devices, that's fine. You could take or leave that, but you want to make sure that network discovery is on. And what that does is it makes your computer look around on your network and see other devices and things on it, such as other point of sale computers. Now, also you're going to want to turn on file and printer sharing. We might not be sharing any files or printers, but it is a good setting to have on. It opens up some of the communication ports that point of sale sometimes relies upon in order to communicate across the network between different point of sale workstations. So these two settings are very important. Even though you may have told it in the past that you're on a private network, you might have said no to network discovery, and that can be a blockage when point of sale is trying to communicate. Once again, I'm going to emphasize that you're going to want to make sure these settings are set on both the client and the server. So go to each computer that is in your point of sale environment and make sure that all of these settings are set exactly as I said. And if they weren't and you've changed them, you should get done with that on both computers and go ahead and try your client again and see if now it can connect to the QuickBooks Point of Sale server. That's it for this video and this step. My name's Peter with BlackRock Business. Leave any comments down below or questions. I'll be sure to answer them. And don't forget to get over to our group there on Facebook. Thank you very much. You have a great day. Bye-bye.